Good afternoon, my name's Ant. Welcome to my workshop. This is part 2 of what I call the loft tool haul. The lady couldn't get it down from the loft, so I helped to get it down. She gave me these toolboxes that used to belong to her late father. This is the second one. Let's dig right in. I haven't opened it since October-ish. I haven't got the faintest idea what's in those little bags, what's in the plastic bag, what's in the compartments or anything. Let's go for it now. Let's start on the top, shall we? There's nothing in the little plastic bag, in the paper bag, so that's a bust. But we have got a selection of hardware, bolts, fasteners, gas cap, various screws, some washers, electric starter, nothing overly exciting. There's another Lloyd's bank. We had one of these in the last one, didn't we? A Lloyd's bank. Hopefully there's money in it. No, there isn't. There's no money in it. There is the blue raw plugs, large raw plugs. So that's that. There is a brass key for turning off various bits and dabs or opening cupboards or whatever. Various uses for that. Some blue tacks, always come in useful. And a small socket. These blue tacks are like carpet tacks, and this is a socket, no size on it, a little bit battered. Then in this part we have quite a few, or rather 3 or 4 box spanners. Let's just check the make out. No makes on them, no makes. There is a make on that one. No, can't see it. So that's those. There's some few other bits and dabs. There's it looks like oh, this is a bit of advertising. R.W. Brock & Co, London, Liverpool, Belfast Flooring Company, and that's this is useful. Shoe on, and most useful of all, a bottle opener, which reminds me, after this tool haul, I'm going to open a bottle of Peroni, the world's best beer. Small BSF 3/8 spanner. Some sort of milling type stuff with a square shank, another little spanner, and that classes a drift. That spanner's got a chunk out of it. What the? Wow. You got it that quite hard to get a chunk out of it like that. That is steel. Another milling bits, various sizes, P and W Co. Box spanner type affair that's been wedged into a hexagonal shank. Another tiny spanner made in England, and a drill. Always comes in useful, little bits like that, drills. I'm not sure about the milling stuff, whether I'll be able to use them. Probably not. A few screws, another drill, another one of those little spanners made in England. That's a King Dick. That's a nice King Dick. Cheap spanner. Terry's, that's from Terry's. Terry's made the little spanners that come in the little racks. In the you fold them out, the little tiny spanners. Terry's spanners, made in England, tempered steel, OBA and 2BA. Terry spanners, another Terry spanners. That's a 4BA and a 6BA. Another one of those milling type tools. So yeah, there's a little bit of a variation in that top tray. Let's go over to the other side. There's a forming guide. Now, I hadn't got one of these till about 3 months ago. I got about 4. That's a vintage one, definitely. There's a chisel. Can't see the name. Looks like horseshoe. Yeah, horseshoe. Green handle. Cast steel. A cheap press steel something or other. A spanner. Chrome vanadium. Matador. Yep. Germany, that's a vintage spanner. A Eureka, a Spanish adjustable. Looks too new to interest me. A rubbish spanner. Another box spanner. No make on it. No size on it even. That looks interesting. It's a Goodell Pratt glass cutter. It's quite nice, that. What a lovely colour to the handle. That'll go in my glass cutter collection, of which I have a few. I don't know. I'm going to have to stop collecting stuff. Hang on, I mean, you know, am I? No, I don't think I ever will. A nice foil. That looks in good condition as well. Made in England. Some various bits of dabs foils. Yeah, I'll put these in the needle foil box. Some small foils with handles, but a split. Somebody's put them on too much. These ones ain't designed to have handles on. These triangular ones. They're designed to be just like that, with different cutting edges. They're not designed to have handles on at all, and that's what happens when you try and put a handle on them. It splits. So, you know, that one's supposed to have a handle on it, but that end, but it's too small. Sometimes I don't bother with the handles on foils. I mean, what's the point? You know, tiny ones, you need to get the feel of what you're foiling, really. A vintage mortar and masonry router for taking mortar out, clearing mortar out of brickwork. 65 pence. Oh, sorry. Oh, 55 pence. 60 pence including VAT. Mason's hardware and tools for rapid removal of mortar or cement. Okay, and we've got a pair of, they're made in England anyway, a pair of pliers. Let's have a look. Can't see a name. They feel pretty solid. Hold up to the light. That is a good cutting edge. There's no light coming through that. That's a good cutting edge on that. I'll have a look at them later. Okay, we've got 2 or 3 spanners. German again. Matador again. Looks like we've got a few Matador. That's 7/16. They're the same. 7/16, 3/8 Whitworth. Exactly the same. Oh, look at that. A little tiny clamp. That looks apprentice made or something like that. Doesn't it? Factory made. Somebody messing about in engineering class. Little clamp. Nice little clamp. Let's grab a load of stuff out. What do we have? A big steel punch. No name. Allen key. Oh, haha, yes. A raw plug tool. God, I used these when I was an apprentice 1,000 times a day. That, for the younger ones amongst you, is how we drilled holes in the old days. We punched them out with a £2 lump and a raw plug tool. I've got a little collection of these, various sizes, plus the holders. That is a big needle. Look at that. What sort of needle is that? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe, comment, like, press that like button, smash it. That is a big, is that a sailmaker's needle? Or leatherworker's needle? A little knife, nice handle, mahogany handle. But that knife has been worn away to nothing. That is sharp as well. Wow. Yeah. Comment on that one. Bit too technical for me for that. Netting staples. And a box. Oh, a very old bright steel box of BSF washers. Look what we got there. And that is well vintage. Look at that. That box is probably older than me, and that is saying something. That is a lovely old box. Oh, I like that. Okay, we've got another little tiny clamp. Looks factory made, apprentice made. Look at that. Nice. Put that with the other one. We have also a laminate cutter. Blue flash. Laminate cutter. Don't know. Wow, that is a little sharp bit in there. See that bit? Really sharp, solid steel bit. I haven't got the faintest idea how you'd use that. I mean, because it's laminate, obviously. Goes without saying, but yeah, I've never seen one of those tools before. And we have an engineer's screwdriver. I always call these Meccano screwdrivers because that's the sort of ones, but smaller you get in Meccano sets. When you're a kid. And a micrometer. DCMT Limited. Where's that made? Let's have a quick look. Made in England. It's not in the best of shape. It sort of revolves. Oh wow, it's tight. Have a look at that later. Let's move over. We've got a Stanley, sort of mini Yankee, still working, plastic handle. Somebody's been hitting it with something, marked it, but we can get them out. The chrome's in very good nick. That's not in too good nick. Somebody's been stirring paint with it. These are screwdrivers, gentlemen, not paint stirrers. Yeah, no clue. I think that's for putting data cables into a plug. I've got one of them in the van somewhere. We also have another, a woodworking chisel. I think, as you know, I've got a little mini lathe. I'm starting to collect some of these. Probably not this big, but I want to collect some of these. You see if they can be used. Made in England. We have another spanner. Let's get it out. Chrome vanadium, Matador again, made in Germany. I bet you've got look, it could have a set there. A big adjustable. And that is a, wow, diamond 12-inch. Where's that made? That's rusty as anything. That needs a clean up. I'm going to put that in the cleaner as soon as I finish this video. I'm putting in the electrolyte. Yeah, it needs a good clean up. That is the next thing to clean up. And wow, look at this. Now I saw this in the books catalogue, the vintage catalogue from 1954 I was looking at the other day. I saw one of these, but I can't remember for the life of me what it is. If you know what it is, comment about it, stick it in the comments, press that like button as well while you're at it. It's got like a curved edge, look. See that? It's got a little cup in it as well. No makers on it. Oh, there is. That's More Than Right. More Than Right really usually make measuring equipment like these, and nice engineered squares. Everything's got to be accurate with More Than Right. So that is unusual. Very unusual. Definitely have a look at that. Let's go for the plastic bag with some drill bits. They look brand new. Let's have a quick peek. Oh yeah, brand new. Absolutely perfect. Here, they'll go straight in my collection. Put that to one side. We have a double end ring spanner made in Germany. Another double end spanner. In fact, there's two in here. I'll get them both out while I'm at it. That's Draper. I pulled some Draper out the last one, didn't I? If you remember. Same owner. That's Draper as well. I think that was both 13-14 mil if I remember rightly. What else have we got in here? Oh yeah, another Matador. A Matador ratchet this time. Somebody like Matador tools. Somebody like German tools. Cheap bed spanner. A pair of, okay, what are these? What's these a set of? Lovely tongs. It's got a heart in the middle, if you look. Wintiming, England. There's a little heart there. I think that's a good map. Wow, they're tough. They need to be cleaned up as well. Some snips. Gilbo. I've cleaned some Gilbo up this week. As you can see, they were rusty and stuck. Cleaned them, give them a lick of paint. These will probably get the same treatment. Gilbo, so it's Gilbo Tool and Steel Limited. That's in Sheffield. Nice set of snips, that. Oh, nice little hammer. I do like my hammers. Can't see a make, but that's a nice little tacking hammer. Nice and lightweight. Feels good. Yeah, I like that. Good. Couple of foils, big foils. Feel like I can go a little bit rusty, but they feel good. They feel good. There's another round one that feels good as well. A little bit worn at the edge. We've got I reckon that's a tire lever. No name on that. I did pull a Dunlop one out before, if you remember. Here's some spanners. Another Matador. I'm going to have to look through these Matadors, I think. That's got War Department on it. That has definitely got War Department on it. That's a Draper. Let me just give this a little bit of a wipe. Yeah. It's got KD, I think. That definitely needs a look at. I'll put that to one side because I like the War Department stuff. There's a couple more spanners. In fact, there's a few spanners. Another Matador. I'm going to have to check these Matadors out. I wonder how many I've got. Another cheap bed spanner. That's a TW Smith. Super Slim. There's loads of them about. And that is a... Can't read it. That's German anyway. A lot of German spanners. Hell of a lot. A handle. Come on, useful. Put that in my handle box. A little pair of pliers. Wow. A brittle. British made. What the? War finish. That's got war finish written on it. War finish is like a rougher finish for tools, but it's got the socket still on there. Wow. War finish, and that's a brittle as well. I'm definitely going to look at that up a bit more. Definitely. There's a small saw, varnish all coming off. Just so that's because it's been thrown in, not looked after. And we have a huge chisel. Marple and Sons. That's a very good name of chisel. It's sharp. It's razor sharp. That is amazing. Marple's a very good make. Okay, there's a couple of chassis spanners. A wooden handled wrench. Bit battered around there. A little bit of rust on it, but that could come up quite nice. And finally, a junior hacksaw. An Eclipse. That's vintage. A nice vintage Eclipse there. 6-inch blades. Use Eclipse blades. So there we have it. That's part 2, and that completes that particular tool haul. I've got to tell you, while I was tidying up the other day, I found another one that I'd bought from a car boot sale last year, which I tucked away behind the bench, and as I was tidying this week, I found it. So we'll do that next and get it over and done with, and there might be some interesting stuff in there. I can't really remember what's in there. But I hope you found that interesting. There is some nice little tools in there. I'm fascinated by this. Brittle, war finish. Fascinated by that. And these. What is going on? I'm loving this. That's going to get into the electrolyte straight away. Get the rust off. Give it a good clean. And this Marples. Wow. Fantastic. Anyway, I've been rattling on for too long. Thanks for coming round. Like, comment, subscribe. I love the comments, you know that. And if I don't see you before, I'll have a great weekend. I'm going car booting. See you soon. Bye bye.